Hey, Wember World Entertainment, and Batman, the Arkham series, is 10 years old. That's right, it's now turned a decade. But what if I told you that modern day Rocksteady is trying to celebrate the whole legacy of the game that they had nothing to do with? And remember what I said there, modern Rocksteady, not the classic Rocksteady, because much like Naughty Dog, where Neil Druckmann is taking all the credit and saying, look what I did and created, when the actual talented people behind the original games, like the first Last of Us, left the studio. These guys are the same type of scenario where the actual people with brains and talent left. Now, the people that are left, we all know the type, blue-haired land whales, are the ones sitting here trying to take credit for something they had no involvement with. But let's have a look at this. We'll take a look at some of the article because it's over on that Park Place if you want to have a look at it. It's a big article, but it's the fact that a lot of the gamers are even pointing and laughing at them, and yeah, rightfully so. So it's saying it's been 10 years since Batman Arkham Knight launched to widespread acclaim. The conclusion to it era-defining series that once cemented Rocksteady as one of the most revered studios in the industry. Now, in 2025, Rocksteady is proudly touting that legacy once again across social media. But here's the problem. The studio celebrating Arkham Knight today is not the same Rocksteady that built it. The creative architects behind the masterpiece of co-founders Satan Hill and Jamie Walker walked out the door in late 2022, 14 months before Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. Limped into our lives, they've since founded a new studio, 100 Star, made up of about 100 hand-picked gaming veterans. What remains under the Rocksteady banner is a hollowed-out crew clinging to past glory while the company falls apart at the seams. And while fans mourn the fall of one of the gaming's greatest developers, Rocksteady's official account is proudly flashing a rainbow-coloured pride logo, an emblem of the same identity politics that feels more like a corporate distraction than a sincere gesture. There's a term for this, performative, and it's exactly that performative mindset that led to the fall of this once great studio. Let's be honest, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League wasn't just a misfire, it was a public implosion. Launched in February 2024 after multiple delays and years of troubled development, the game was dreaded for a tone-deaf live service model that clashed with Rocksteady's legacy of narrative-driven gameplay, a shocking plot twist that saw a brainwashed Batman, voiced by the late Kevin Conroy, in one of his final performances, unceremoniously eliminated off-screen by Harley Quinn, and a controversial partnership with Sweet Baby Inc., the consulting firm known for injecting identity-driven narratives into video games, often at the expense of establishing lore and fan expectations. The player base evaporated almost immediately. On Steam, concurrent players dropped below 600. The DLC rollout only made things worse, particularly Season 2's Mrs. Freeze character, a gender-swapped, pride-centric representation of the classic villain that was met with derision from both fans and critics. The design, dialogue and storytelling were panned as hollow corporate inclusivity with no heart. So the fans are calling it out. As modern Rocksteady tried to take a bow for work it didn't do, backlash erupted online. YouTube personality SmashJT wrote on X, "This is like me failing at life and telling everyone my dad was successful." So I do like that one. One-Eyed Jack Gaming displayed a close-up of the studio's pride flag logo and wrote, "After 10 years, you haven't been able to recapitalize on your previous successes. I wonder why." A slew of fans noticed the irony of Rocksteady posting about Arkham Knight while simultaneously donning a pride avatar and promoting the same identity politics that led to DLCs like Mrs. Freeze. The optics are clear. The modern Rocksteady isn't interested in continuing the Arkham legacy, it's trying to rewrite it through the lens of identity. Suicide Squad has all but flatlined, key talent is long gone, Warner Brothers reported a $200 million loss tied to the game, Rocksteady has already suffered significant layoffs and is no longer viewed as a top tier studio by anyone except perhaps its own PR team, yet they continue to post nostalgic tributes to Arkham Knight, like an aging athlete reminiscing about high school championships. Except this athlete didn't even play in the game. He just borrowed the jersey and posted about it on Instagram. The bottom line, Rocksteady is no longer Rocksteady. The heart, the vision, the talent, gone. What remains is a studio trading on the glory of work it didn't create, propping itself up with the corporate rainbow while pushing live service flops and identity checkboxes as if they're the future. So you're seeing there that they're celebrating this game with the pride flag on their little bio there and stuff, and all the talent who was actually behind those games and created those games are long gone. Not just are they long gone, they've set up and handpicked their own studio and own creatives. And the people that are left at Rocksteady said, quick, celebrate this game like we had massive involvement with it. And the fans and everybody else is actually calling them out now. Like, it's just funny to look at it and go, wow. Like Smash JT says there, like, this is like me failing at life but telling everyone, hey, my dad was successful. It's like, yeah, okay. And that is the thing, it's like a nepo baby, really, when you think about it. It's like, wow, your parents were super successful at this thing, you've done nothing, but you're trying to live off their name. That's exactly what's happening at Rocksteady right now, is the fact that the people who created these fantastic games, because the Arkham games were fantastic, loved those games, the people who made them, long gone. The people who have destroyed the company are sitting there trying to take the credit for going, look, Rocksteady, we're all the same, we're under the same umbrella. It's like, no, you're not, you know. It's like going to a chain restaurant. It's like, yeah, the name over the door is a recognized brand, but the people making the food are different from the ones who are making it over in the other restaurant with the same name. You know what I mean? So it's interesting to see that they're trying to push this like idea that the people who are putting up that pride flag, were the ones who made this game when they had nothing to do with it. Half of them probably weren't even at Rocksteady when these games were being done. It's interesting, but they're getting called out for it, they're getting pointed and laughed at, and that's glorious. So with that, I shall leave it there for this one. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.